bitch.
Extra honest, extra unbiased, but a little bit shady. Go ahead, like and subscribe.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Del, and you're here to be extra with Del. If you're new to my channel, I must let you know that I vlog about beauty pageants yearly and talk to you guys about my extra honest, extra unbiased opinions about the queens. And today, you guys, we are going to recap the preliminary competition of Miss Universe Philippines 2025. How dare them make it on a Monday night? It's work night. Seriously, I'm running on empty right now. I'm like, okay, I just got off work. I gotta get ready, gotta get beautiful, and do a recap of Miss Universe Philippines 2024, you guys. And I'm a little bit behind already, and I hate being behind, especially on such important events. Anyway, you guys, I'm back in Los Angeles. In my previous video, I was in Mexico. I was there for a few days. But now I'm in LA, and I'm ready to give you guys my opinions. Extra honest, extra unbiased opinions of the Miss Universe Philippines Preliminary Competition 2025. If you're ready to go, I'm ready as well. So let's go. All right, you guys. So first and foremost, that live stream did not start until an hour and a little bit more than an hour. I'm like, cool. Really? At first I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be like last year where there was no prelims. They had to like wait until they were like, you know what, F it, we can't live stream because we don't have the capability to do so. So at least Miss Universe Philippines this year was able to live stream, but waiting that long, like you guys really need to respect your audience. Like people have worked the next day, or people outside the Philippines, like myself, well, for me, it kind of worked out because it kind of went on a little bit later in the night in the Philippines. So it's like really early in the morning here. And like my day was just starting. So I was able to watch it while I was working. So that was kind of nice. But like having people wait that long, not okay. And then however, shout out to the stage. I think the stage is much better than last year, because last year was very low budget. And this year the stage is big. The entrance or the exits are fabulous. The lighting was much better, as well as the camera work. Last year, the camera work was terrible, but this year I love the camera work. I love that they get to focus on one girl and then kind of transition to the other girl. That was really incredible camera work. And then shout out when Chelsea Manalo was introduced, you guys. Let's take a look at her. That hair is looking gorgeous on her, and the way she was walking as if she was back at Miss Universe, Miss Universe 2024 in Mexico City. I'm like, girl, it's too late now. You didn't make it to top 20, okay? Or was it top 10? Was it top 10, you guys? Or top 12, something like that. Anyway, girl, she looked really beautiful in this. The bangs looks really good on her, you guys. Was she still a little bit boring? Yeah. Anyway, you guys, so also, I cannot believe that male group singing, you guys. It was, again, that was the guy that was singing during the Boracay fashion show, swimsuit fashion show, and he was terrible, and he's just as terrible, you guys. Let's take a listen. This is, okay, I can't play it, but this is pretty much how they sound. Horrible. Again, why would they, you don't let your audience wait for an hour and something, for an hour and a half, and then we hear this guy who can't fucking sing. But it gets worse, you guys. There's the guy who tried to sing like Benson Boone with that song, Beautiful Things. Let's take a listen. He sounds like a dying cat. Oh my God. Oh God, my ears. I can't. I'm dead, you guys. All right, so I'm sorry. I can only play a little bit of it because yeah, the copyright's gonna get me, you guys. I'm not about that copyright life. But he sounded like a dying cat. Oh my goodness. And then you guys, so my disappointments were, I have a disappointment with the queens, the way they were walking. It seems like all of the queens were walking really slow and there was no passion. I don't know if that's like a direction that was given by the organization. And I feel like the organization really need to butt off on how the queens want to present themselves. So I was a little bit disappointed. I thought it was kind of a little bit of like low energy. But my biggest disappointment was the awards that happened after the preliminary. So basically, Atisa Manalo and Sinaloan, Laguna, and Muntinlupa and Sultan Kudarat were the only winners apparently. I mean, Taguig was able to get something, and then comes ifugao and Iligan City gets one award. I mean, biasness of it all, you guys. I mean, there's no way that Muntinlupa is great, but there's no way she deserved all of those awards as well as Atisa Manalo. I mean, these girls were getting picked because they have tons of followers. So I really thought that was unfair, and not giving anything to Baguio City. That's not okay, because Baguio City has been killing it, seriously. All right, you guys, well, let's start with a swimsuit recap. So I thought in the swim, these were the 15 queens that were rocking it. But I must say, you guys, again, I'm disappointed of how like low energy the queens were during the swimsuit competition. So that must be like the doing of that Jonas guy who apparently during the Netflix documentary, he was so bougie and asking the queens to do it this way. No, let the queens do whatever they want to. And by the way, you guys, did you guys see that toilet paper that Miss, I think Butuan or Bataan, or I forget where she's from. Let's see. Miss Universe Batangas? You guys, she was stepping on a toilet paper. Oh my, who did that? You guys, no, someone absolutely sabotaged her. Really? The girl behind her didn't even tell her that she has toilet paper on her shoes, on her walk-in shoes. Okay, Jojo, guys. Anyways, poor girl. And I really like this girl. I can't. She left her toilet paper in the back. All right, you guys, but let's get serious. So starting with number 15, it's going to be Iligan City. One of the queens that I had in my top 10 favorite prediction videos that I created is Iligan City, you guys. Looking gorgeous. I think that this girl has an incredible beauty about her. I love the walk. She reminds me a lot of Rabia Mateo, even the walk, like the way she looks. But I feel like she's a lot more like, okay, she's a Rabia Mateo and lip filler Celeste Cortesi mixed together. So I love this performance by her. And for number 14, it's going to be Manila. So this girl, you guys know from the get-go, I thought she was a really stunning queen. And she proves that she is a stunning queen. The hair is looking gorgeous. The walk is very inviting. Love the turn that she does. And I love this swaying of that hip, girl. She's looking gorgeous, you guys. I mean, she's one of the shortest. She's one of the shorties, you guys. But she's one of the short girls that can definitely stand out no matter what. She feels really tall when she walks. It's that confidence. When you got that confidence and that gorgeousness, ooh, girl. Number 13 is gonna be Cebu City. All right, you guys, this queen really surprised me because she hasn't been surprising me as of recent. So I was actually I liked her during the introduction videos, and I thought she did really well. One call out I did have is that she held the cape a little bit too way to the front, so it was covering her body a little bit. So I was hoping she wasn't, posing with the little cape in her hand because it was hiding her hip a little bit. So that was my only call out, but I thought she was very inviting, very Miss Universe vibe about her, and the length of hers, really strong passerella from Cebu City. Another girl that surprised me for number 12 is Pasay. All right, you guys, Pasay is absolutely gorgeous, you guys. I have noticed her before, but never really gagged over her because she would get outshined. But Amanda Russo is, because everybody's half white. So if you're half white and half Filipino, you're probably gonna get washed up with the rest of that. Like probably like 75% of the contestants are half white. So, you know, but she has an incredible presence on stage. Love the kind of the flirtiness that she gives, but it's not uncomfortable. So I thought Pasay looked really incredible, and I was pleasantly surprised to see her on that stage. And you know what? Pasay continue to surprise us. For that number 11 spot is gonna be the Morena Barbie, Benguet. You guys, she doesn't fail when she is on that stage because she's all about that pasarela. The presentation, her classic Morena beauty is absolutely gorgeous. Again, her walk is stronger than this, so she's definitely, they were probably being coached to walk a certain way, and I'm not happy about that because we want to see stomping, okay? We want these queens to break the freaking, I want them to break their heels, to break the floor, shoot. So I know Benguet could have done better, but you guys, this girl, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and I'm loving this swim walk from Benguet. For number 10, it's going to be Malay 𝐢𝐬𝐬, you guys, from Southern California. All right, you guys, so Malay 𝐢𝐬𝐬 looking gorgeous. Again, when this girl is on camera, she just looks, oh, look at this, the bingo plus. I am dead. I love the halter crisscross happening with her cape, and that the way she plays with her pony, and then she turns around and bam, bitch, okay? She was giving, and she was not being too much. She wasn't forcing anything, and it was just, everything was just coming naturally and just effortlessly. And you know what, Malay 𝐢𝐬𝐬, thank you for that stunning pasarela. For that number 9 spot is going to be Taguig. I know, it pains me to say that, you guys, but she did a little bit too much. And then like her hair was out of control, but the face is under control. I mean, gorgeous face, you guys. And like, I know she wants to give more, but again, this direction that they were being asked to do, it's like, you know, to tone it down. So she's toning it down. One thing I would say is like another problem with me is the way she's holding her cape. It's hiding her hip a little bit. So it's cutting off her body a little bit awkwardly. I mean, the face is still a face of a goddess, obviously. Classic Pinay beauty. I'm loving that long, straight hair on her. But that, to me, she's a veteran. She should know that that cape should not be on her hip, okay? For that number 8 spot, okay, I'm gonna get a bunch of hate for this, but it's gonna be Quezon Province, Atisa Manalo. All right, so I thought she was great. What's been working for her is this simplicity and like this demure kind of Atisa Manalo that she's giving us this year. And she's giving us that, and I love that she listened to me. The hair is straight, honey, making sure that her face is much more like narrower because it looks better on TV. She's a little too pale though. I think she needs to tan a little bit, honestly. And there was just no energy. Again, the big problem with Quezon Province is she's not connecting with the eyes. So if she would have done that, she would have been better and higher up on my list. Unfortunately, she pulled back a little too much, but she still looked really beautiful. For that number 7 spot, it's gonna be ifugao. A surprise, you guys. This girl was a total surprise for me during the swim, as well as an evening gown, you guys. We'll talk about that later. But this girl looks absolutely stunning. Her turns, and there's something graceful about her. She's a fierce looking woman, and she's got a fierce walk, and she's the one who actually did her thing. It seems like she didn't listen to the direction that was given to them, probably because she really kind of gave it like a very, very beauty pageant vibe. So kudos to ifugao. She really gave it like, it really looked like a queen who is competing at Miss Universe. So kudos to you, Miss Universe Philippines ifugao. For that number 6 spot is the one and only Muntinlupa, you guys. I know she's a little bit high up on my list. Hey, what can I do? I'm being honest, okay? So to me, I thought the beginning of her walk with the way she moved her cape was absolutely beautiful. I love that. But that was it. The whole like 𝐏𝐡𝐢𝐬𝐬 Palacio is like hip swing. I didn't like that because it's too recognizable. It looks very 𝐏𝐡𝐬𝐬 Palacios. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I get it. She's a Latin slayer, but she's not a Latin move stealer now. Now she's gonna have to add Latin move stealer. I can't, you guys. But anyway, I wanted more from her. She was really good, but she's a front runner. She's won a crown before, so we wanted more, okay? Number 5 is going to be a surprise, Tarlac. You guys, Tarlac killed it. The girl, she looks absolutely stunning. And I have noticed her many times, but like, you know, again, she's kind of like Chelsea Manalo. All of a sudden, someone shows up during the prelims. Last year, it's Chelsea Manalo, and this year, it's gonna be Tarlac. This girl is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. What a stunning beauty, you guys. And the camera is absolutely capturing her stunningness. I was floored how beautiful she was and how captivating her pastorela was. And Tarlac, what a surprise. Thank you so much for that, because we love a good surprise. For that number 4 spot, you guys, it's gonna be Laguna. All right, you guys, so she's never always been, she's not my favorite, but I know that she did really well during Miss Universe Boracay swimsuit competition. And I thought she did really incredible then, and guess what? She brings that same type of presentation here. I mean, the girl's body is just perfection. It's made for swim, those long legs, it's just perfect, you guys. I mean, the girl like walked as if she owned that Miss Universe Philippines stage. So I thought Laguna looked amazing. Again, body proportion is absolutely looking amazing. So, and she looks better on camera also than like her Instagram. Don't get upset, but that's a compliment. I think she looks really, really beautiful on like professional camera. For that number 3 spot is going to be Sultan Kudarat. All right, you guys. So she really surprised me. I was really scared that she's gonna come off a little bit too like OnlyFans, very adult star kind of vibe, because you know she's got this big fake breast. You know, but it's a little bit covered, so I love that because you're not seeing the fullness of it all, right? We know it's big, you know, and it's bouncing and everything, and I know I'm focusing a lot on her breast because her breast tends to distract me, but she looks stunning. And she winked at the end. Just imagine if her breast was like popping out, like, you know, like very like breasty type of swimsuit, and then she winks at us like that. That would have been very OnlyFans vibe. So thank God that and her hair complements her look. So, and she didn't look sexy. She looked really sophisticated and absolutely chic. For that number 2 spot is going to be Sinaloan Laguna. All right, you guys, the scientist has arrived. Yes, girl. So she's another girl that's very breasty. It's so funny because they're right after another. So the 2 queens with like really, really sexy kind of vibes. And so what I love with Sinaloan Laguna is that she toned it down. When the girl is toned down, again, during swim, it's perfection. And she knew exactly what to do with her cape. She didn't put her cape on her hip because she knows that's gonna like cut it off. She decides to just allow that cape to like hang loose, hanging out right at the side of her, and just ensuring that the judges sees her body, because you know that body is to die for. And she's like, look at my body, okay? And so Sinaloan Laguna, thank you so much for toning it down, because you look fantastic in the preliminary swimsuit competition. And that number 1 spot is gonna go to the one and only Miss Universe Philippines Baguio City. Alopecia what? Eyesore what? I didn't see any of that, and I'm so happy that she does not have, She was able to wear makeup. She looks absolutely gorgeous. The turn was perfection. And then the flip of the hair was perfection. And the way she's just moving is just so graceful. And then again, super captivating when she's on the runway. You know, this is my honest opinion. I'm not getting paid or I don't benefit from anything, you guys, from like rooting for Miss Baguio. All I know is when she steps on that catwalk or that runway, she looks absolutely magnificent and very captivating. So Baguio City, you rocked that Miss Universe Philippines 2025 preliminary swimsuit competition. Now let's get to the evening gown competition. Starting with number 15 is Laguna. All right, you guys. So the girl, I mean, as you guys know, I consider everything, like the way you look in the face, how your hair is done, the evening gown. I judge everything, okay? That's how I pick my favorites. Every single aspect of everything. So I don't like what she's wearing. I think what she's wearing is a little bit too bare, but why she's in my top 15 is that she really is an incredible, she has an incredible walk, you guys. Her passerella, her presence, it cannot be unnoticed, you know, like you will notice her because she's really strong on the runway. So, and again, with that hair pulled back like that, oh, she looks sophisticated as hell. 14 is gonna be Benguet. The Morena Barbie did not disappoint. I mean, the girl is just absolutely stunning no matter what you do with her. You know what I mean? I love this Morena beauty. You know, she's Miss Universe Dominican Republic 2022 twin. That's who she looks like, Andreina. And you know what? This girl is gorgeous. The dress, we've seen it before, but but I love the bodice part, you guys. I love those points at the chest area. I love the linear of the skirt. I love the pattern of this. Really contours her body. I mean, she's a curvy girl, and this makes her even curvier. And she didn't do too much of this extra flip hair and stuff like that. She's effortlessly stunning, and that's what I love about Benguet, you guys. For that number 13 spot is going to be Malay, you guys. So the girl is another girl who just owns the runway. She's got an incredible face, you guys. She pulled her hair up, allowing us to see her from a different perspective, and she looks so sophisticated, so chic. And I'm not a big fan of her dress. As a matter of fact, there was a lot of queens that were wearing these capes, this shawl cape train thing, and I was just kind of over it at this point. But when I got to Malay, I was like, oh God, another one. So, but her strong, her strong asset is that face of hers. It's to die for. It's TDF, you guys, and she's got a great presence. So I love that presentation she gave us. For that number 12 spot, you guys, you're gonna be surprised. She was high up in my swim, and high, but this time she's high, and it's Sinaloan Laguna, you guys. So she is a little bit down there because I thought this dress was way too cheap looking for her. And again, she's one queen who has resources to have fabulous evening gown, and I've seen her wear other evening gown dresses that are just a knockout, but I don't know why she went with this dress. But thank God she toned down her walk and that the sex appeal, because she really is giving Miss Universe vibes in the face and the walk. And I just wish the dress was something else. But that's why she's a little bit, you know, like lower on my list. But I thought if Sinaloan Laguna had some other dress, then I think she would have been far more higher up on my list. But I mean, finale night, maybe she's gonna change it up. So please don't do sexy Sinaloan Laguna. You must stay away from that at all times. For number 11 is gonna be Romblon. All right, you guys, so Romblon is a queen that absolutely shocked me. I love, obsessed with this dress, you guys. I love the wet hair. I think the dress is supposed to have this wet look effect, similar to what Doja Cat wore during Met Gala last year, where like Doja Cat showed up and she was all wet and she was holding herself like that. That's what it's giving me. I love this dress with the wet hair. It just looked like she's dripping wet and she looked fabulous. Rome Blonde, I adore that dress and I want it in a shorter version, even a long version will work too. But Rome Blonde, your designer did an incredible job and you have great taste. For that number 10 spot is going to be Manila. All right, you guys, another queen that I thought brought something different to the table. That dress with the abs, oh, I live for this. I live for this so much. It's on trend, but it's still very appropriate for Miss Universe or for a beauty pageant. You know, like I think that you should bring like newness to pageantry, and I think Miss Universe Philippines Manila is doing that. I love this dress so much, and she carried it so well, and I love you for that, Manila. Thank you for this moment. I live. For number 9 spot, it's going to be Muntinlupa. I know, right? Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed because I was hoping she would have something better than this, but I think this is a really, really elegant choice. It does remind me of Miss Universe Cosmo. I mean, not Miss Universe, Miss Cosmo 2024 from Indonesia. At first, I was like, oh my God, that's the same dress as Miss Universe, Miss Cosmo Indonesia wore. And that was a beautiful dress, and this is a beautiful dress as well. I didn't like the fringe so much. I thought the fringe kind of swayed a little too much of a car wash. But nonetheless, I thought Muntinlupa was just so exquisite and sophisticated in the face. For that number 8 spot, another disappointment. I mean, okay, it's Quezon Province. So Quezon Province, I thought was really fabulous in the face and the way she's moving. Again, I've admired the fact that she has toned it down. I think face-wise, she looks absolutely stunning. The walk is great. Again, another poor choice in the dress, you guys. I mean, the dress isn't hideous, but it's definitely a little bit too low budget looking for her, especially like since she's Artista Manalo. She's got all these resources and connection with these designers, and she chose that dress. You know, it's a little bit too like low budget pageant, like, you know what I mean? So, but I mean, I thought she looked beautiful and the presentation was great, but if she would have just picked the right dress, it would have taken it to the next level. For that number 7 spot, it's gonna be Sultan Kudarat, you guys. All right, so again, I always talk about her breast. They distract us because they're so big and fake. But I don't know why she decides to fucking wear this dress that really showed off her breast. Like, girl, this isn't the next Miss Porn Star, you know? This is Miss Universe. Nonetheless, though, what I will give her kudos for is that the dress is absolutely beautiful. And I love that little, how she threw that cape in the air and she kind of went like this. And I love that. I love that extra drama that she gave. And the face was absolutely stunning. So, love that, Sultan Kudarat. But please cover up your breasts, girl. For that number 6 spot is going to be the one and only Davao. I thought Davao looked absolutely gorgeous. The yellow dress with the sun pattern, the Philippine sun pattern. I love the shoulder details. I love her hair tied back like this. She looked absolutely exquisite. She looks like the sun, basically. I mean, I love it. It's the color of joy. And there was a lot of queens in yellow, by the way, you guys. And a lot of these Kate moments. So I thought this color complemented her skin tone. She looked absolutely gorgeous. Davao, what a great choice. I mean, she was a model before, so she must have great connection with like designers, because this was stunning, stunning, stunning. For that number 5 spot, it's gonna be Occidental Mindoro. What a shocker, you guys. All right, I know I'm putting her high up, and you guys know I I don't just do that, but you have to wow me. And I love this girl's presentation. The dress is fabulous. I love the sleeve ruffle off the shoulder. I love the sleeve train with it. I love the detail of the dress and the way she's turning and utilizing the train. Gorgeous, gorgeous. The hair with one bang. She was exquisite, you guys. She was looking gorgeous, gorgeous. Occidental Mindoro, you deserve this 5th spot for me because it's always a pleasure to see someone just stuns us out of nowhere. So thank you for that surprise, Occidental Mindoro. For the number 4 spot, it's going to be another shocker. Tarlac. I mean, she did well during swim, and she comes out during the evening gown and just absolutely nailed it. This girl's face is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm loving the off the shoulders. I love the details. I love the whole like turn thing, and she's like caressing her waist. I love the simplicity of her beauty, of the presentation, but it's the same time there's a lot of pow and there's a lot of wowness coming out of that presentation. So Tarlac, thanks for that because you look absolutely magnificent. For that number 3 spot is going to be ifugao from the Society of New York City, you guys. So this girl has absolutely surprised me in the swim and in the evening gown. I love this dress so much, you guys. It's giving a little bit of Olivia Rodrigo's dress from, I think when Olivia Rodrigo wore a dress during the Grammys in 2022, 23, something like 22 probably. It looked kind of like this, but I love the added fringe to the dress. And when she's turning, I love the way it dangles. I think the dress shaped her incredibly, incredibly sexy and really complements her shape. The turns were perfection. She looked and walked like a queen. So ifugao, thank you for the surprise. And that was fabulous. For that number 2 spot is going to be Taguig. You guys, Taguig is absolutely gorgeous in this dress. What an incredible choice, you guys. She looks like a Barbie from the future. What a stunning, stunning dress. It is a little bit stiff though. I wasn't so sure about the stiffness, but she was able to carry this dress like a pro. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, hey girl, we're matching. Hey girl. I love this girl so much in the evening gown competition. She looked like a futuristic, chic, sophisticated Miss Universe. I mean, she looks like a future Miss Universe. You get it? But you guys, I'm just obsessed, really. And for that number 1 spot, once again, to the one and only Baguio City. The girl is just stunning, stunning, stunning. The moment the camera starts panning closer and closer to her, the face card is absolutely just amazing, you guys. It's not gonna decline, you guys. Doesn't matter if she gets an eyesore, she gets a pimple. The girl bounced back looking like a freaking goddess, you guys. I love this dress on her. I love the simplicity, but enough drama with this off-the-shoulder train moment. And I love that pop of aqua. I love that it complements the surrounding, you guys. And this girl, the way she projects, the way she looks at the camera, the way she engaged with the eyes. This is something that like the rest of the other queens are missing. That, that flirtiness, that's still sophisticated. So she is really an embodiment of everything we look for in a Miss Universe. The walk, the signature moves, the eyes, great choice in gowns. So I think that Miss Universe Baguio City absolutely, she's kind of neck and neck with Taguig, but I would pick Baguio because she was perfect. And that's about it, queens. Wow, I cannot believe we are going to be wrapping up Miss Universe Philippines 2025. And what a eventful and just crazy, wild journey this has been for the queens. They were doing a lot this year, you guys, and I'm so happy for that they get to. That's what I love about Miss Universe Philippines, is that they really give the queens an experience, and you know, the queens will be able to, you know, have that in their bucket list for the rest of their lives, you know what I mean? So I think that's a really cool thing, that they really do give these girls platforms. Not everybody is gonna be, you know, Miss Universe Philippines, they can, or Miss Super Philippines, or Miss Cosmo, or whatever else they're gonna crown, but at least those queens will always have this experience. So thank you for that, Miss Universe Philippines organization, for the queens that are not gonna make it to top 20 or top 10, top 5, or even, you know, win. So I love that about the Philippines, because there's so much excitement. So anyway, you guys, so those are my favorites during the Miss Universe Philippines preliminary swimsuit and evening gown competition. The major standout for me is Baguio City. I'm not gonna give my final prediction yet. That's gonna be like tomorrow after I see the interview, because that's really where it's gonna, like, you know, tell me who is the one. So Baguio City, ifugao actually really surprised me. She was very consistently good. Tarlac really just shocked me out of nowhere, and she was consistently good. Sultan Kudarat, I really liked her both in swim and evening gown as well. So I mean, the rest of the other queens, like for instance, Taguig, I really loved Taguig during evening gown, but then her swim, she made an error in putting that thing on her hip, you know? Everything counts, yo. This is Miss Universe Philippines, you know, so you have to be perfect. But, you know, I wanted more from Quezon province as well as Muntinlupa. I thought it was a little bit flat, like their performance, but it was still really good. But we have to expect a lot from our front runners. With Sinaloan Laguna, that evening gown was really, really not giving, but her swim was. But at least it's promising that she is, you know, she's toned it down. So that's really promising. Benguet, she did not disappoint me. I was so happy with her performance. Manila, girl, you really, really brought newness to the stage with those abs, okay? And then that Rom Blonde girl, I really want that wet dress. Oh, that was such a masterpiece. What an exquisite dress. I really want that, you guys. She's got great taste in like evening gown, honestly. Laguna, definitely keeping an eye out on you. So there's so much. I can't wait for the finale, you guys. I'm gonna try to live stream it, but it might be a little bit too early and too long, and I gotta go to work. Okay, I can't call out. I already called out. I already took off a few days because I went to Mexico. Anyway, you guys, that's my recap for Miss Universe Philippines 2025. Hope you guys enjoyed this recap as well as I did, because, you know, I'm listening to me. I'm kidding. I hope you guys enjoyed this recap as well as gagging over the queens that are just gagalicious, okay? And that's about it, you guys. Again, I'm gonna give my top favorite interview once I watch it a little bit later on, and my final prediction, you guys, and then we wrap up Miss Universe just in a few days. So again, thank you guys so much for always tuning in to my videos and gagging with me, and thank you for all the greetings, but the birthday greetings as well. So yeah, you guys. Oh wait, I'm supposed to give a shout out to someone, but I forgot. But shout out to anybody who wants me to give them a shout out. Damn, I'm so sorry. I'll give you. There's one person that wants me to give her a shout out, but I forgot. But I'll give you one for the next video, okay? So anyway, you guys, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And as always, stay beautiful and stay extra. Bye, queens. Mwah.